Hello again everybody, we are at the Summerswood Camping and Caravanning Club listed site in the Midlands, and we've come here for the Vanners Collaboration Group meetup. We arrived just before the site closed last night, about 10 to 7. Everyone else had fish and chips, so we missed out on that, but we had a bit of a chat last night, just sat outside Bob Earnshaw's van and had a bit of a chat. But this morning I believe there's some sort of walk planned. First though, time for a bit of a YouTube themed breakfast. I've got boiled eggs in the egg cup and the spoon that George from the George and Jane channel sent me, and I've also got a Beckwith's mug that Glyn gave me last night. Well, that certainly filled a hole. But before we go on our walk, let's have a little bit of a look round this campsite, because it is a lovely, meticulously well maintained site. It's quite a nice wooded site, the clue of course is in the name, and I think they know we're all together because they've grouped us all up this end of the site in this sort of end turn area. Got all the usual facilities, wastewater, drinking water and everything. There's a drive over motorhome service point. We filled up with water here when we got here last night. And a nice facilities block with a laundry area on the end there. That's lovely and clean and well looked after in there. I'm not going to bother showing you inside. You've seen a bog before, I'm sure. Got a lovely little information hut here. It's actually got heat in it as well, and somewhere to sit and have a little picnic if you want, I suppose. Yeah, quite a good selection of DVDs and books in here. We haven't got a DVD player built into the TV in the van, but I'm fairly sure we won't need to watch DVDs this weekend. There is a dog walk. I, of course, don't have a dog, but I'm going to have a look anyway, because that's how I roll. And that brings you out onto this little track here, which I think goes between the two B roads that surround the site. So that's probably the extent of the dog walk. That's probably perfectly sufficient if you have a dog, just give it a little bit of exercise. There's the reception, office and booking area. There is a little shop in there. They only sell the essentials such as like tent pegs, toilet fluid and such, which is a little bit of a shame because we're having a bit of a marmalade emergency, so we're going to have to look for some of that in a shop when we're out on our walk later. And there is just a slight bit of drizzle in the air. We had some rain earlier this morning. I'm hoping it's going to clear up though. The forecast isn't terribly bad, just overcast this morning and perhaps a bit brighter this afternoon. There's also a little path off the other side of the site which leads onto the golf course, and I believe there is like a restaurant sort of cafe area down on the golf course that you can use, I think. I haven't really checked that out yet. We're still a bit drizzly, but we are going to press ahead anyway. Bob and Glyn are shot off already, leading the pack. A bit warm, I've had to take my coat off. A bit like a school trip, isn't it? We're walking up the road in a big crocodile. So we're now well and truly in the village of Meridan, I think. If I'm remembering correctly, is this where the Triumph factory is? It does look like the shop's all boarded up. Perhaps we won't get any marmalade here. Yeah, we're not doing well on our marmalade mission, are we, darling?
It's not important, not really that important.
Do you think we'll get by? Ah, we found a Budgeons. We might be all right. Ah, found some. We are having some refreshment difficulties because the cafe is closed. I haven't seen a pub, and yeah, everything's a little bit shut up. I think there is a pub just up here. We might be all right after all. Well, we've decided not to stop for refreshment, so we're going to have to trudge on with our throats parched, undeterred in the face of this adversity. There's another pub here, but we're not going to visit that one either. We have at least got the jar of marmalade to sustain us if desperation sets in. But Glyn remains undeterred. He's striding onwards, fearlessly leading us into the unknown. And there is the local heron on his pond. There seems to be some discussion on the way forward here. That looks good, Glyn. No, we're not going that way. A little bit of road walking now. It's got lovely pleasant countryside around here, but I don't think there's that many footpaths. It's quite difficult to have a nice country walk. Oh, watch out for the lorry.
Where was you taking us? Oh,
yeah. Well, look at that. What a cracking view we've got from up here. Well, this is a cracking walk, Glyn. Thank you very much for leading us on this.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for coming along.
Yeah, it's not an easy task, is it, finding a nice route?
No.
Suit all different types of people?
Well, I lead walks back home, but usually I go out week before and do a recce. So, like such as where we come along the road then, I would have found a better route round.
It weren't too bad though, was it?
As long as when you're walking on single track roads with no pavements, walk towards the oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
Don't walk with your back to it.
No, definitely not. Some sheep mates, look. Now come on ladies, we don't want any bad behaviour. What do you think they're saying? Why don't you lot flock off, probably? Oh my goodness, it's a stampede. We're now heading through this cornfield. Well, certainly a cracking bit of scenery on a lovely day. The rain seems to have cleared right up. I'm going to watch the old stinging nettles here a little bit. Actually really warming up now. I think it's going to turn into a lovely sunny day. We're just passing what looks like a big open cast pit. Not sure what they're extracting here. It looks very red. Could be anything really. It's a bit irony though, doesn't it? Go back to the campsite. Well, we're back in the van now and I've got the kettle on for a brew and I'm also cooking some sausages in the Ridge Monkey. I'm going to have myself a sausage sandwich. well, that was a very pleasant lunch, and I believe this afternoon's activity is a bike ride, and if I'm not mistaken, it's Ads from the Herman Hits the Road channel who's going to lead us round on the bikes this afternoon. Well, we've got multiple barbecue appliances running here, cooking various different meals. Right, I think our chicken is nearly done. Well, it's Sunday morning. We've just had quite a chilled out morning, really. We had breakfast sitting outside the van, and Trev and Sue have gone off on their tour. And I think the plan is we're going to go over to the golf club and have lunch around about 12 o'clock. So yeah, very relaxed, chilled out morning. We've managed to get a late departure from the site, so the pressure's off really today. There we go, that was lunch at the golf club with almost all of us, I think. I think Pete and Kaz stayed behind. They don't really like to have lunch. So, yeah, but it was quite good, wasn't it? I had the roast chicken and you had a cauliflower steak, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
I've never had
yeah.
that before. It's
Yeah.
kind of roasted slice of cauliflower with some roast potatoes and some cabbage and leeks.
Yeah, very good. We didn't have pudding because I wasn't allowed pudding. And yeah, now we're just
Truly not true.
gonna round up and pack away and say goodbye to everyone, and then we'll see you again very soon in our next video.